Hello, everyone. Welcome again to K Podcast. I'm your host, as usual, Karen Truth. Now, I'm gonna say you guys to this interview of, Dana Jackson. Derrick Jackson's ex-wife. That the interview that she made, because I'm gonna say I was infuriated when I saw that interview. I have evidence that I'm gonna show you guys. Now, this woman don't come out and said that she husband with other women, and I'm like, girl, how did it even manage to grow that extent that he would bring a girl to the, you would actually be watching that girl. I, like, I don't know how I would feel because, whoa, that I can't. Let me tell you something. Hearing this woman say this, I said to myself, yes, that woman is psychologically damaged. You do not know what would have been through mentally. And only that short clip of me hearing what was going on in marriage. And this is one thing, whenever I hear men coming out and talking about men can marry 2 wives, 3 wives, and that's why they always bring the Bible into this. That's why they always bring, every time they want to do some ish, they're gonna bring the Bible into it and be like, men are supposed to have many interest. We're supposed to have how many as much women as we want. I don't believe that. That's why I'm an atheist. There's no way on earth. No way. So this woman, I'm saying, watch that video. I myself, woo, I said to myself, this woman got patience. I looked at her like, girl, nobody's ass got, he didn't get, you just sat down there. No wonder she was out here literally losing her mind. Like literally this woman was in. Let's just call it out. We did not know she was going to. And and let me just say this before I continue. I'm like, so he's been so if he has not saved you with that divorce, because it's like mercy killing at this point. It's like he just couldn't do it anymore. But she was willing to say that he shoved on her. being the God-fearing, and like sometimes when you think about men that do things like this, like go out and cheat on their faithful wife, on the woman that is absolutely for them, you like even woman being. If you don't like that woman, why are you with that woman? Why do you have to put her through all of that? It will do nothing for you. If a man does not truly love you, he will do absolutely nothing for you. Okay, looks like I'm having a problem with the connection. What's happening here? So I'm gonna just pull up this clip. I hope it plays well because God, I was stunned. I couldn't, my anger issues, like in general, couldn't. I was looking at her. I'm like, so because after all, so girl, tell me that if this man had to do a divorce paper, the divorce papers, divorce, you still sat down there and continue taking all of this that you telling us, like I'm to a lot of women that want to be that nice, good, anybody disrespect you, in this manner. Don't ever take this kind of ish. Like if he had not served you that divorce paper, you would still be there though. Go. Let me bring this stuff up in here so that you guys better this time, because I've been having problem. I don't know what is happening over here in StreamYards. I have a very good network, but I don't know what's up with StreamYards today. So let me just bring this up.
I actually have a couple posts on my page where it's like, you know who I was. I actually have
to let me see.
like,
Let me stop it and then continue.
What did that
And
do
the
to you?
start.
I became a shell of myself. I didn't know who I was. I actually have a couple
You know,
page where it's like I have a post that says I knew her.
if I bring this
Let's sit there.
stuff up with my phone. Let me this my phone because the laptop is doing the tablet is absolutely doing the most. Let me see if I can put my phone over here. So we get let me bring this one down because it's like stuttering. There is a lot of stuttering there and like breaking up. So I am gonna mute this other microphone, try to bring this video up from my other device. And oh my god, I can hear the echo already. Okay, let me try to upload this video over here with my mobile phone because the one up here is actually misbehaving. Give me a minute. Because I don't want to like refresh the page. Okay, while it is loading, because I'm uploading it right now. While it's uploading, I'm just gonna say this: watching that interview, I feel like there are a lot of women that are in some situations that they feel like they can't leave, and they have to, especially religious women. especially those that are very religious and they feel like, the man is have more rights in a marriage to do something that is this despicable to them, and they would rather stay in that marriage because of religion. And at the end of the day, there is nobody else that you're hurting but yourself. You're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. You're not hurting any other person. That person that is treating you that way is getting away, is going to be living his life. Is going to be living his life. Meanwhile, you're going to be suffering in pain. Now, if that's what some women want to go and do, I'm going to just stay over here and be like, don't do it. Do not do it. Okay, now it's uploaded already. Let me bring it up here.
What did that do to you?
I became a shell of myself. I didn't know who I was. I actually have a couple posts on my page where I have a post that says, I knew her body better than I knew my own.
Stop. Let that sit there. You said you knew another woman's body better than you knew your own.
Yes, several women. I knew several other women's bodies better than I knew my own. And I spent a lot of time, like I went in such a deep hole where I was like studying these women. I would go to their profiles and I would study their pages and like what they wear. I knew when they had met up. So I watched their videos of them having sex. So I would try to imitate that and recreate that in our relationships so that he could choose me and want me. And that is a low point to be. And I'm tearing up a little bit because I hate that I even got to a point where that was a thing, but that it was just that. And so I knew several other women's bodies better than I knew my own. I completely lost myself. I became a shell of myself. I tried to imitate their hair, their actions, even sexual things that I had seen him doing with them. I tried to recreate that in our life when we were engaged, and none of it amounted to anything.
Go. Go. Oh, God. No. Let me just remove my hairband because, woo, you tried to be the woman that he actually wants. And this is the thing that I want some ladies to understand. You can never be a woman that a man actually wants if he doesn't want you. It does not matter what you're going to put yourself through. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people will be blaming Derrick Jaxn for this. But at the same time, I feel like, girl, that marriage was not a do or die. He had shown you in many ways that he does not value you. He did not value you. Let's not forget. He did not value you. I understand the emotional breakdown. I understand the pain that she's going through right now. I understand that she's now realizing what she has gone through and what she had to put up with now that now that they are going through divorce. I think they are going through divorce now because I heard he already filed for divorce after the shenanigans that happened last time and Tasha K exposing him, all of that. Now, my question is, what would warrant a woman to stay in a toxic relationship like that? I know a lot of people say it is brainwashing. It is probably he brainwashed her to stay in a situation like that. I feel like, yes, that might be the point, but there is also another point to it. Some women just want to have husbands. They want to show you they got husbands. It doesn't matter, and she is not the only one that have actually had such kind of relationship that the husband will be going out doing whatever they want to do. There are some women out here that will take all of that, all for the sake of I got a husband. This is my husband. I want to show off to other women that I got a husband. All just to say I got a husband. Let's just be so real right now. There are many women that will put up with abusive men, cheating men, all because in the name of I got a man, I'm married, I got a family, they would endure this much abuse. It's only mostly when the marriage, and I've been looking at this because if he didn't serve her the divorce papers, she wouldn't have realized what she has been doing. She would have absolutely, I think she would have continued if he wanted to continue that marriage. She would have, in my own take. She wouldn't have broken free from that to realize, to actually sit down and evaluate all the things that she had to put up with. She wouldn't have. So I'm going to say this. For women that are not married but are desperate to get married, please do your homework. Do not ever let anybody take advantage of you. Don't ever let anybody take advantage of you. Don't be laying yourself like a carpet on the floor all because of you want to be one of those women that are going to be out here screaming on the top of your lungs that you got a husband. Because at the end of the day, this behavior, mostly she probably tolerated all of this because she probably wanted to say I got a husband, but now she ain't got the husband anymore. So let's just call it out. She ain't got the husband anymore. Her eyes have now opened to see upon all the things that she tolerated, that she put up with, upon all the ish that she put up with, he still divorced her. He still wants to leave her. He still left her. So what is the need of all of that sacrifice that she made? All of that ish that she put up with? All in the name of I want a husband. I got a husband. I want to show other women that are single out here, I got a husband. Because this is all what it is. And then at the end of the day, he's left. He's gone. You ain't got no husband anymore. Now you understand that you've been putting yourself through all of that. And I'm pretty sure when this interview is completely, when they finally put out this interview, because this is just half of it, I'm pretty sure the interview is much, much longer than what we saw here. And there are more things that is going to be coming out. But I'm going to tell you this. Derrick is definitely going to respond to this video. He is definitely going to respond to this interview. And I wouldn't be surprised if that man came out and said, even though I was doing all of that, she could have left. Wait and see. Just wait and see. I feel like when he responds, it could be like, if you were feeling all of that, why didn't you leave? Because he's gonna be on a defense. Because yes, this interview is painful to watch and painful to literally listen to. That she would try to imitate what other women are doing. We're doing with her husband. Trying to be that woman. Like, do you know how much effort she must have put into all of that? That's why when people were calling him out, she was out here trying to defend him. Trying to put curses on people. Cursing people out. And at the end of the day, it didn't matter how much she tried to protect that marriage. It didn't matter what she tried to do at the end of the day to save her marriage, what she was willing to put up with. That man that she was married to filed for the divorce and still left her. And still left. So it didn't matter. He still walked out. Like I said before, I would not be surprised if he comes out here and be like, you could have left the time you saw me doing all of this. You could have taken your things and filed for a divorce, but you wanted to stay in this marriage. I will not be surprised if he comes out with this particular statement and say, I wasn't abusive. You could have left when I was cheating, but you stayed. Nobody made you stay. I wouldn't be surprised when these particular words come out of his mouth, because I'm definitely waiting to see what he's going to say about this interview when it actually all comes out, because this is just a part of it, by the way. He's gonna definitely be on a defense. Yes, he's probably gonna apologize for hurting her feelings, but at the end of the day, she should have left that marriage. She should have left that marriage from the start, from the day he started messing up. She should have left that marriage. At the end of the day, your happiness and your mental well-being is on you, other than other people. Other people, if everyone had to like hand over their mental health and their well-being to other people for them to care for them, a lot of us would go insane by now. If you had to depend on another person for your mental being, your mental health and all of that, a lot of us would be insane by now. That's why when you see some men over here, they mostly would take care of themselves more than they would take care of anybody else. They'll be talking about bros before women. And that's why I don't like listening to people that, like the last podcast I made, people talking about, oh, if you're in an abusive relationship, endure. No, don't endure. Do not endure. Endure absolutely nothing. Take your bag. He is not the only person on this planet, and move. You're going to find somebody. You will find somebody. And I'm going to say, by the way, she looks very, very beautiful in that interview. She looks absolutely stunning. And you could imagine, so all of this beauty was in that, what she call it, helmet, what the way they calling it, helmet of what? The bonnet of helmet of God, or whatever she was wearing at that time when she was, talking to people. And all those baggy clothes that she would wear. So all of this was inside that. All this beauty was inside that. I'm going to say this is desperation. Some women don't want to leave because, all of a sudden people are going to say, well, your husband left you, so now you're single. Some women want to have that status of being a married woman. And what does it help you if you're not happy in your marriage? What does it help if you're going to be going through all of this with a man that absolutely does not care about your feelings at the end of the day? What is it going to help you? So you can go to your homegirl's face, home, and be like, hey, I got a husband, you ain't got a husband. That's absolutely nonsense. That's absolute nonsense. I've been seeing some women over here crying about, oh, I want to be married so bad. I'm getting old. My time is running out. Oh, I want a husband. And they put up with a lot of ish. And at the end of the day, they get played with. They get their hearts broken. And they look foolish in front of the other women. And they get made fun of by other women. Now, I didn't want to make this video very, very long, but I'm going to say this. Ladies, if you're in a toxic marriage, get out of it. Prioritize yourself. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. Having a husband is not a badge of honor. I know some people want to make it a badge of honor. If you have to deal with this ish, yeah, it's not a badge of honor. Just move out. You will find love somewhere else. You will find love. Hold on, people. Gotta open the door. Got someone at my door. Probably the post. Okay, I'm back because, yeah. Now back to this. I'm gonna say this, ladies, be careful out there who you are dealing with. Do your vetting, like they always say, vet the person. It doesn't matter whoever it is, vet that person, make sure that you are with the right person. And if you see or feel like something is gonna be wrong, or like this person really doesn't like me, don't force yourself onto that person. Do not change. And another thing I want to say to ladies is, do not change yourself. Let me say this again, because this is one thing a lot of women do, and they get results that are not going to be beneficial for them. A lot of women would go into a relationship, literally change their whole personality, change themselves, and one day their real self comes out, and that man is just gonna do anyhow. Even if you change yourself and try to be the most prettiest princess, the best, woman on earth, if that man doesn't love you and doesn't respect you and thinks that your value is like what you expect from him is very low and maintainable for him, he could still marry you. Yes, I'm gonna say it because there was something I was on TikTok. I was listening to a guy, and he said sometimes men marry women that they don't actually like that. They marry them because those women are manageable. Let me say it again. Those women are manageable. They can control those women. They can get away with a lot of stuff when they're married to those women. They can leave those women and go do whatever they want to do. They know that if they come back, that woman is going to accept them. Some men, not all men, some men marry women that they feel like, not because of love, but because of, okay, if I do stuff, she can let me go free. And that's why when I see some women say, oh, he married me, see, don't be sitting down here say he married me, I won. It was a competition between me and the, especially if you know that he's been dating you and dating another woman or somebody else, and you're like, I won because he proposed to me, I'm the wife now. Hey, it might be because you're just manageable. I'm just saying. Even men are saying it out here. Men are literally out loud telling women, hey, not all marriage is because he loves you. Some marriages because he want to get away with a lot of things. And especially for a man, if you know he's a womanizer or he was a womanizer, and then he put that ring on your finger, it might be because you're manageable. I'm just saying. It might be because you're gonna be able, he knows that you will put up with a lot of ish. And mostly starts in the relationship. If you were in a relationship with him and he was already misbehaving and you were always like, okay, I'm gonna forgive him, and he brings a ring home, girl, it ain't because he loves you. It's probably because, hey, he can definitely get away with a lot of ish. It is. Because if you've been dating a cheater and he's been cheating and continue hurting you and continue abusing you, and one day he comes home with a ring and be like, marry me, girl, I'm just gonna say run for the hills, because you think dating already, you going through all of this. Imagine marriage. Yes, let's imagine marriage. He knows that the person that is gonna uphold that marriage the most is gonna be you. You are gonna be the one to uphold that marriage the most. You're gonna be the one to try to make stuff work, and he's gonna be out there doing him. And all he gotta do sometimes is say sorry. And sometimes he might even blame you. Even Derrick Jaxn, you guys remember the first video where he was with her, literally holding hands. Also, she was like, it's also my fault, you also contributed. It was like almost shifting the blame to her. That is what you're gonna be expecting. And I think women should understand this. Not every man that comes around and bring a ring, especially if you've been forgiving him for a lot of ish, absolutely loves you. It could be that it's just for comfort. He just want to have that comfort over there, and have his wife that he's married to but doesn't really love, but he's going to be outside seeing the woman that he actually likes. But let me tell you something. A guy was saying it does not mean that when he marries you means that he's absolutely in love with you. He could marry you, but him not marrying the other woman is probably because that other woman wouldn't take any of his ish. He knows if he would be married to the other lady would not let him get away with nothing. And him not marrying that lady probably hurts him. But he wants to be a degenerate, so he probably took the simpler, easier choice. Now, with that being said, I'm going to say this. You ladies, let me know what you think in the commentary section of this video. Don't forget to press the like button, subscribe, and I will see you all on the next one. And ladies, please do not settle. Don't go out there all in the name of I want a husband and put yourself in this kind of messy situation. Now, have a great day, everybody, and I will see you all on the next one. And goodbye.